Lesson 8. Crime doesn't pay. Vocabulary of crime.
Hello. Today we're going to review the first and second conditionals, and then we're going to learn the third or unreal conditional. And we're also going to look at progressive verb forms in conditional sentences and the use of could, might and should in these sentences. First, let's learn some new vocabulary. First, we have a prison. A prison. A prison is a large building where people are kept as punishment for a crime. A jail. A jail. A jail is a place where people who have been charged with a crime are kept before they go to court. A warden. A warden. A warden is an official whose job it is to make sure that the rules are obeyed in a prison. And next we have a court. A court. A court is a building or a room where all the information concerning a crime can be given so that it can be judged. Now we have a prisoner. A prisoner. A prisoner is someone who's kept in a prison or a jail as punishment for a crime. Okay, a cell. A cell. A cell is a small room in a prison where a prisoner sleeps. Next we have solitary confinement. Solitary confinement. It's an additional punishment for a prisoner. This means that the prisoner is kept alone and is not allowed to see anyone. Okay, we have a verb now. The verb is to murder. Well, to murder is to kill someone deliberately and illegally. And now we have a murderer. A murderer. Well, a murderer is a person who commits murder. A pickpocket. A pickpocket. A pickpocket is a person who steals something from someone's pocket, maybe as you are walking down the street. A purse snatcher. A purse snatcher. This is the person who grabs someone's purse and then runs away with it. Another verb, to shoplift. To shoplift. To shoplift means to take something from a shop or a store without paying for it. And then we have a shoplifter. Murderer, snatcher. A shoplifter is a person who takes something from a shop without paying for it. Okay. A few more over here now. A burglar. A burglar. A burglar is a person who gets into shops or houses to steal things. Now we have this one, arson. Arson. Arson is a crime of deliberately making something burn, usually a building. An arsonist. An arsonist is a person who commits the crime of arson. This person deliberately lights a fire or makes a building burn. Three more. Handcuffs. Handcuffs. Handcuffs are a pair of metal rings joined by a chain used for holding a prisoner's wrists together. Shackles. Shackles are metal rings joined by a chain, and they're used for fastening a prisoner's feet or hands. They're similar to handcuffs. And lastly, we have evidence. Evidence is facts, objects, or signs that make you believe something is true. For example, fingerprints, hair, footprints are examples of evidence. So let's have a look at these words again. First we have a prison, a jail, a warden, a court, a prisoner, and a cell. There we have solitary confinement. The verb to murder, and the person, a murderer. a pickpocket, a purse snatcher. To shoplift, and the person is a shoplifter. A burglar, arson, an arsonist is the person. Handcuffs, shackles, and finally, evidence.
Conditionals.
Let's start our review. Have a look at these sentences on your TV screen. If I have enough time, I visit my uncle in prison every week. If he has enough money, he won't shoplift. If the warden gets a new secretary, he will be very happy. The lawyer will still meet with the prisoner if the prisoner has no money. Okay, well, a conditional sentence is a sentence which has a condition and a result. Now, if is used in conditional sentences. There are two clauses. That means a part of a sentence which contains a subject and a verb. It's one clause. One subject, one verb, one clause. There are two clauses in a conditional sentence, and one of them begins with the word if. Okay, so we have an if clause plus a result clause. So the clause beginning with the word if is the if clause, and the other clause is the main or the result clause. So for example, in the first sentence, if I have enough time, that's the if clause. If I have enough time, and the result clause is I visit my uncle every week. Let's put that on the board. If I have enough time, comma, I visit my uncle every week. Every week. Look at that again. If clause, if I have enough time. Result clause, I visit my uncle every week. Okay, in the fourth sentence, if the prisoner has no money is the if clause. The lawyer will still meet with the prisoner is the result clause. Okay, now a sentence can begin with the if clause or the result clause. In other words, we can have, if I have enough time, I visit my uncle every week, or we can change it. I visit my uncle every week if I have enough time. That's okay. When we begin a sentence with if, we must have the comma. If we have it the other way around, I visit my uncle every week if I have enough time. If I have enough time, comma, I visit my uncle every week. I visit my uncle every week if I have enough time, no comma. Okay, this is called the first conditional. In the first conditional, notice the verb in the if clause is in the present simple. So let's put this here. First conditional. First conditional is if plus simple present. If I have enough time, and then in the result clause, plus simple present or simple future. Okay? If I have enough time, simple present, I visit my uncle every week, simple present.